Welcome to the city of Tokyo, September 11th. You can see why Tokyo is so hard to travel in Japan in September. One of the reasons is it's still kind of summer. Look at that pigeon really enjoying this art installation. That's how I feel. He's making a break for it. How you doing, everybody? In this episode, I wanted to talk about how this might be the most challenging month to travel in Japan, mainly because of so many shifts after the summer season, which is very famous for the fireworks, for climbing Mount Fuji, for having seasonal openings to islands, ferries, special transportation, special trains and cable cars. There's a lot of stuff that they amp up for summer. It sort of ends as soon as August 30th comes and goes. Like, all this stuff just dies and it gets really quiet. But it doesn't, because tourism has created another wave of busyness that maybe they need to consider in the future. But right now, September, in my opinion, might be the most challenging month. And we're going to talk about that in this episode in deep details. But to sum up, well, let's look at this right now. The weather in Tokyo is a 33 degrees Celsius. What is that, like low 90s, upper 80s? The humidity 55%. It's not like the beginning of August. It's not a sauna, but it is still hot. It is still summer. You feel it, and it's hotter than normal. Usually September 10th, everything just breaks towards fall, but we don't have that break this year. The weather in Tokyo looks, well, like this. Chances of afternoon rains, mostly cloudy, partly sunny, partly cloudy, just stuff like that. The temperature is going to get up to 35 degrees, extended summer. That's like, 35 is what, mid 90s? So it's quite high. And how do you pack for that? And the other thing I think that this doesn't show you is the low temperatures get much lower. So we're getting down into 23, 22. If you're in the mountains or away from Tokyo and Nagoya, a little bit out there, it gets into the teens. So it's really hard to pack for this. Maybe just throw a sweatshirt in there. I'm not sure. Oh, look at the pigeons now. They're stealing the show. They're chilling in the grass. Look at this. So they take a bath and then they towel off in the green grass. I love it. Or this would be a great place to lay an egg. Pretty cool. Oh, thank you. That's nice. The other reason why it's really hard to travel in September is because of the seasonality of events taking place in Japan. It's not just the weather. We have the typhoon and the unpredictability of the weather. You can see, if you look up at the sky, it's blue over here, but it looks like it's going to rain over there, and it says at 2 p.m. Tokyo's going to have rain showers. Tokyo's going to have rain showers at 2 p.m. But there's blue skies everywhere. How do you prepare for this? So it is extremely the right word? It's very unpredictable. It's very unpredictable. You have to be ready for summer heat. I've got flip-flops on, kind of. Shorts. You could even get away with a tank top until about 4 or 5 p.m. But you probably want to have a change of clothes, have a button-down long-sleeve shirt and some slacks for the evening hours. Because even in the city, most people, except for tourists and yours truly, wears long pants. You can tell who the tourists are because they're wearing shorts, and the locals who are wearing long pants. You know what I mean? Can you tell? I think it's pretty easy. And that's exactly why I sometimes get looped in with tourists, because I have a foreign face. I'm foreign. I lived here for more than half my life. But I wear shorts. I kind of dress like all the tourists, which, you know, what can you do? These are my people. So, yeah, before we get into it, I saw what happened. I know a lot of you are writing this in here. I woke up this morning to the news of the assassination of Charlie Kirk, who was an influencer on YouTube, as well as going around campuses, and everyone's seen his content, and it was shocking to me. Anybody who does this, you put yourself out in the front of millions of people. In this case, a few hundred right now joining us live. Anything can happen. I was just shocked that he didn't have more security, but honestly, I don't want to think about it, because he's got 2 little kids. It really hurt this morning, so I don't really want to talk about it yet. I woke up to the news, I saw the broadcasts. It's a despicable thing. Thanks guys for bringing it up. Let's try to stay on topic here about September being a tough month. It really is. September sits between Japan's busy summer tourist season, July and August, and the hugely popular autumn foliage seasons, October and November. This is so true. I'm getting right to the main points here. September is a weird place, isn't it? Because the foliage hasn't turned. It's not summer anymore because the beaches are closed in Japan. Jellyfish, that's pretty much why. At the end of August, there's so many jellyfish, it's not even worth going in there. Some attractions like alpine hiking lodges, some are only ropeways, mountain post offices. They close mid to late September, so, that's gone. So you have the summer heat, but you don't have the summer goodness of all of the attractions. There's still a lot of attractions, but it's not quite the same. Illum One Ads is here from Switzerland. Coffee on me or water. Stay hydrated. Enjoy your day. Thank you so much. If you ever wondered where the vending machines are in Tokyo, if you look around, you won't see them. Everybody who watches the live stream knows exactly where they are. They're underground in the basement. There's stairways on either end of the entrances or the exits. I guess you're not supposed to step in the water. I kind of did that there. The pigeons are exempt, but this is an art exhibit, sort of. A cooling system, so to speak. I guess it does cool down the area because the bricks take in an amazing amount of heat. Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Silver Week. Do you guys know about this one? This is a big holiday that came about, I don't know, 12, 13 years ago. We noticed that Shogatsu in January, Golden Week at the end of April, the beginning of May, and Obon, which is in the middle of August, massive domestic travel. Everyone's on a Shinkansen, everyone's at the airport for these like 10 days, I would say. A few days before, a few days after, and that smash in between. It was real insanity when I first got here 25 years ago, when Japanese had more disposable income to travel abroad and to travel in general. It was craziness. Even then you couldn't get on a Shinkansen. Now we have foreign tourism coming in here, and domestically people are not traveling at the same numbers, and domestically there's just not the same population as there was 25 years ago. We're losing 1 million people a year. So that's 25 million people lost since I got here. That's crazy to think about that. Japan had like 20 to 25 million more people then than now. But they make up for it for having like about 2 to 3 million international tourists are inside of Japan at any given month. So that sort of makes up for it. But I think it was more crowded when there were more Japanese traveling than it is with the international tourism. They say 40 million tourists are coming a year, but at any given time, there's only like 1 or 2 million tourists, right? Because they go home, nobody stays for the entire month. So it's not as busy as you would think. So you have to think of it like that. But Silver Week came about as a way to take advantage of the businesses still had to stay open during Obon and during the other holidays. So in order to give the people a break that had to work on those holidays, they came up with Silver Week in a way. And now Silver Week is now become a busy time, if not more busy than summer. And the Silver Week is in the mid to late September. I like Silver Week. It's not as golden as Golden Week. It's more silvery. But the problem now with Silver Week is that things get expensive at the end of late September. And I think for the tourism industry, as I told you, this is the tweener season. It's from, every time I say that, I think of Prison Break. Teabag, tweener. Tweener was such a Benedict Arnold too. It's great drama. I got Michael Scofield on my mind trying to get out of prison. It's hard. I completely lost my train of thought. But September is it's a weird period where you don't have autumn foliage and you don't have the summer attractions. But Silver Week is now here, and it's great for the tourism business. However, it creates havoc with people who are trying to save some money because it's a low season. I can't do that as much. Also, the festivals aren't here. There are a couple of fireworks festivals. I'm taking you to one of them in October, maybe live. It's very cool. But I got an episode I'll be filming up in Tohoku in October. So I'm looking forward to taking you there. Kanai and Lee are coming with me to film a main channel episode. Last year we did the Western Tokyo in the fall. We rented a car and went out to West Tokyo. That's on my YouTube main channel. I think it's an amazing episode, like 20 minutes of a place you probably never heard of inside of Tokyo, where 99% of tourists that come to Tokyo never even go there. You might want to check out that episode. I'm taking you now this time up to Tohoku, to a place that 99.9% of international tourists never go to. And it's such a waste, so I kind of like this. But September is a time where there's not a lot of stuff going on. I gotta be honest with you, it's kind of slow with events. You don't really have, autumn festivals are not here yet. Summer events just finished. Again, it's a tweener, September. To throw everything in there, as I said, with the weather being unpredictable, typhoons can hit at any time. So what do you pack? How do you do this? Tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow, I'm gonna be doing another one of my How Do You Pack for Japan episodes live. And I'll take you into the store, show you what the fashion looks like, to give you an idea of what's selling, because looking in the stores, you get an idea of how people prepare for it. But you can see a lot more people are bringing in these colored suitcases. Look at that. I like that. Synchronized colors. But packing for Japan can be really hard. Historically, I can't remember a time where we had so many of these roller suitcases around. People used to be able to pack everything like in a backpack. You'd have a suitcase that you'd carry and you'd leave it at the hotel, but everyone seems to travel around. Oh, I am at the train station. But I just cannot remember, even domestically, people having all of these suitcases. People would pack duffel bags or something, but now everyone has these roller suitcases. Could be the international tourists, I don't know. Just keep in mind you need a reservation on the Shinkansen if you have an oversized bag that you can't store above. You need to have a seat reservation for that, a special reservation for it. And I'm not sure if you have a special seat for it, but apparently some YouTuber got in trouble because they had a seat reservation and another tourist didn't know that. In this wide open space, I can see everybody, so nobody can surprise me. I have a getaway lanes here. Unless you can fly, then the pigeons got me. Over the course of the next 2 or 3 weeks, again, travel in Japan is going to be challenging. I'll take some questions from you as we talk about this. By the way, the postcards are off. I just sent these from the post office. This month is the mysterious castle of Matsuyama, Bichu Matsuyama Castle. Shikoku Island is so amazing because this time of year in late September, the temperature cools off at night where it's like, I don't know, like 10 degrees Celsius. And then it gets up to like 28 degrees during the day, creating this fog and mist. And Matsuyama City has it as well. I love this postcard. It's available now if you sign up to the Postcard Club. I'm on the back of it, right there. You can see me right there, and Matsuyama Castle. So, and I have one on Dogo Onsen from a couple of years ago as well. Yeah, it's a great place to go in September, I think, Shikoku. You start getting the mist September, October, early November, and then it just turns to winter. Or it gets colder where the mist doesn't come in. But you have a warmer weather, especially the end of September and the first 2 weeks of October. You get amazing, mysterious mist. That's when you get some of these time-lapse shots and stuff. you have to know where to go for that. And Matsuyama Castle is one of these places where Japanese photographers have been taking photos for years. Like I know this stuff because I've been here for 27 years, and we get before the internet, I used to get these travel magazines in Japanese. I couldn't read all of it. It was good study material. But you'd see the pictures in particular of onsen towns and different areas around the country. And that photo was always one that was really popular. So I don't know if, influencers living here, a lot of people don't even know where Matsuyama is. Ehime Prefecture in Shikoku. Probably easiest by ferry from Hiroshima, or you can come across on the Great Seto Bridge from Okayama. Okayama is a pretty good hub to get to Shikoku, actually. Yeah, I highly recommend it. That postcard just went out today, and for those in the Postcard Club that joined after September 11th, after the 11th, your postcards will come out as I get the notification of your card being built. So it's always best to join the Postcard Club before the 12th of each month, which means today. I usually send it like on the 12th. Today's a little bit early. Last month was a little bit late. Shanghai Disneyland. I have no idea. Do I look like I would know? Walter L. Walters is here. Maybe a kombini snack. Thanks for going live. Walter, I'm always so happy to see you here. I'm gonna kind of walk around a little bit. Take a quick look-see. Sorry if I missed any of the super chats earlier. Things are moving fast. I'll take some questions before we end the live stream. I got to get back. I got a lot of stuff to edit. So I get the Mount Fuji episode that's nearly done about the post office at the top of Mount Fuji. Today, the Mount Fuji trail officially closed. The Yoshida Trail is officially closed. So a lot of people were wondering, can you climb Mount Fuji in September? The answer is yes, you can. And it closed today. Today or yesterday? I think maybe yesterday. Yeah, the 10th. The post office closes on August 20th, but hiking to Mount Fuji closes on September 10th. And maybe the best time to climb Mount Fuji is the first few days in July that the trail opens, or the last week before the trail closes. Why? Because people kind of don't know that you can climb the mountain outside of summer peak season, right? It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Mount Fuji is not, in my mind, a wonderful hike. There's a lot of better hikes around than Mount Fuji. A lot of better hikes. All right, I want to take some questions here from you guys, see if we can talk a little bit about your travel plans coming here in September. What would be a better time to go to Hokkaido? February or April? April, because it's before Hokkaido's cherry blossoms. Usually they come around Golden Week, around May. Sapporo, I think, blooms around May 10th. So April is before the peak season. You have longer days. As we get into June, the days the sun comes up earlier, so you have more sunlight. The cold, there's still snow, but the chill is starting to break. So it's much more pleasant. February, and unless you're looking specifically for like ice and chill, I gotta be honest with you, the Sapporo Snow Festival has sort of jumped the shark, so to speak. It's got so many international tourists. I don't think I'm gonna be going there like much. Maybe I'll take Leo there one year, but it's been covered so much. There's so many tourists there. People forget that Sapporo may be the biggest snow festival, but there are about a dozen really famous snow festivals. The Abashiri Snow Festival, I think it's the Abashiri Ice Festival, is really cool. It's much more local. I think the main street shuts down. They have a bar made out of ice, and they put like LED lights in it, so you're drinking outside in sub-freezing weather, drinking whatever they got there. Usually for me, it's like hot milk these days, don't drink much alcohol like I did. But Sapporo is sort of jumped the shark, I think. There's just too many tourists. It's too expensive to travel at this time. Hotel prices have gone really up high. But, I mean, if you like it, then go. A lot of people go there every year, every couple of years. I think that's cool, but I think there's other places to explore. If you've seen the snow festival once, I think it's cool to see something else in the snow, maybe in Hokkaido. There are a lot of other regional festivals in Hokkaido and Tohoku. There's the one with the igloos where you can get in there and you can have dinner and have drinks inside of an igloo. Yukimuro, I think they called it in Japanese. Does Nagano area get chilly start of October? I was in Nagano 3 days ago, which is crazy. I was scouting. Let me see if I got some pictures here I can pull up for you. I was in Nagano just a few days ago, and hold on a second. You probably know because I was, here it is. Here's an image that's going to be in a main channel episode maybe. So this is Nagano. This is a onsen that I went to visit. It's already cool. It was like 35, 36 degrees in Tokyo, and I had a long sleeve shirt on here in Nagano, up on the mountain. I was about 800 meters up. This is a restaurant for lunch and an onsen with red water. The red water is iron based, so it has a metallic smell to it. It's good for the skin. I wouldn't drink it, but super cool image to soak in. I think I might have a picture of it. You guys want to see the picture? I get a lot of stories about all over the entire country here in Japan. I got the picture somewhere. Hold on. Oh, here it is. There's the red bath I was in. Looks like chocolate, but it's water. That's my toes sticking out. You could see the rust, I guess, sort of around there. Very unique. This will be in an episode coming soon. But I'd say October is a little chilly. It's definitely at elevation now. It is. You can feel fall. The humidity's gone. No more mosquitoes at elevation. I don't think there's many mosquitoes anyways. It's pleasant. It's nice. It does rain up in the mountains as well, but you get the misty. As I said about in October, you get the mist, the morning mist. It's very mysterious. It's nice. Where you get the peaks, the steam around the trees, the pine trees up there. It's a beautiful thing. Looks like peanut butter. It sort of does. Too bad it doesn't smell like it. I'd love to bathe in it. You got to go to Hakone for one of those theme baths. Is September cheaper than October? Yeah. You know what? That's a hard thing. I think it might have been about a decade ago, but these days with foreign tourists, I'd say it doesn't really get cheap. Maybe marginally cheaper than August, but I'd say it doesn't start to get cheap until after the autumn season, like after Shogatsu, January 8th to before the cherry blossoms, like March 10th, it's a lot cheaper. I'd say like 20% cheaper. I don't know if that's a lot. That's probably a lot if you think about it. What is your favorite Kit Kat bar? Normal Kit Kat. It's normal. I like normal. But that apple pie one that's out now, I'll see if I can get some for the Daimyo supporters and my Patreon supporters. I'll put a full bag of the, for everyone who's a Daimyo supporter, on the 20th of this month, I'll be sending out, inside your box is a Mr. Donuts Matchbox car with Japanese ponde ring donuts on the side. It's so cool. It's a nice collector's item. And a full bag of the apple pie Kit Kats. I'm pretty sure I can find them. I'll put a full bag in. We have, I don't know, 22 Daimyo supporters now. So I'll get maybe 25 bags and see if anybody joins up. But yeah, I send these packages every month, usually regional. I'm gonna try to get something from up in Tohoku this month to put in the box along with that. So you're getting a pretty good box this month. Pretty good box. Or maybe from Niigata, because that's where I was, Nagano, Niigata. Maybe from that region is cool. The apple season is starting too, so probably October we'll have an apple confection from up in Aomori. How is Fuji in October? Do you mean around the area? Oh, it's beautiful. It's cooled down a lot. It's before autumn. Autumn won't start until November. It's going to be, there's a feeling like it's going to be late this year because the temperature has stayed warm for, they say October is going to be warmer than usual. So there's a consensus that the fall is going to be warmer than usual years. So the autumn will be later, but the colors have not been as vibrant as in years past because of the brutal summers. It's just been so hot over the last 3 years. It's been a trend that the autumn colors are more brown. The orange isn't as orange as it used to be. It's more brown. And that's sort of not a great thing. Nikkō in autumn is awesome. Maybe I'll take you there. My friend Greg, can I announce this? You guys know Greg Lamb? Great guy. He's a Life Where I'm From YouTuber. He's been working on a house in Nikkō that you can rent. Bless him, he's such a good guy. He's working really hard on this thing. He's gonna, I might go up there. I'm a huge supporter of his as well. I bought his documentary. He works really hard. We have like a synergy in the way we film and hang out. And I really want to go out and check out his place. And so maybe I'll go and do that and talk to him about it. He renovated a house in Nikkō, and yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. You can rent out a house up there and help support him, I guess. That's cool. I'm coming in Japan. By the way, Kanai might be doing the same thing with a house in Tokyo. Mr. Seiichi, her grandfather, left her his house. So she might renovate it. We're talking about it now, and then people can stay in Mr. Seiichi's house. It's in an old section of Tokyo. It's certainly unique. It's a walking distance to Asakusa, Asakusa, Mr. Seiichi. So we'll tell you about that. That'd be pretty cool. I think that she doesn't want to tear it down and build a new house because that'd be kind of crazy. But we want to renovate it because it was built like post World War II. So we want to renovate it, try to keep the characteristics of it. The stairway is a little bit steep, but it's got some good character to it. Where Mr. Seiichi, a 95-year-old man, was living in there until he wasn't, and now it's been somewhat abandoned. We store some things in there, but we're gonna fix it up, I think. House tour for sure. I have to film it before we start renovating it. I gotta go visit my friend Jaya. Do you guys know Jaya? If you don't know Jaya, you gotta go check out his channel. It's Tokyo Llama, TOKYO-LLAMA. He has been renovating a house, especially if you like abandoned houses and house renovations. He's been renovating his house. He finished it. I went inside of it maybe about 6 months ago. So beautiful. And I promised him I'd buy some Wagyu steaks and go up there and barbecue them up there with Leo, because then he'd go play in the grass. He has a couple of kids as well, a little bit older, a lot older than Leo. But I want to go up there and go check out his house. And I filmed some from when he was renovating too, so I might make an episode on it, but he's did an amazing job. I'm really happy to see a lot of young YouTubers that started after I did start to really grow. I think that's awesome. I've been promoting her channel a little bit on this one, Chani Japan. She's an Aussie lady living in Wakayama, showing you the countryside. She's getting really creative with her episodes. Really happy to see that. Jaya's channel is creeping up there too with subscriber count. They'll probably both pass me soon. I'm really happy to see that. And they're showing another area of Japan that you probably wouldn't get if you were watching most of the YouTubers here that just show you the tourist attractions. I don't know, is Jaya here? What? That'd be cool. I think he's busy. He's probably fixing up his house. Nikkō or Hakone in September. Writes in, I can't read the name. Anubhav, Seth. You can't go wrong with either place. Hakone is great if you want to stay at a traditional Japanese inn with an onsen. Nikkō has that, but I think the onsen's more popular in Hakone. You still might not be able to see Mount Fuji. So if you can't see Mount Fuji, Hakone is sort of, I'd say Nikkō maybe. Hakone is great from November, December, January, February, March. All right, because you got the clear views of Mount Fuji like 90% of the time. Once May hits, the middle of May, April, June, it's like Hakone, you're probably not going to see Mount Fuji except on like really clear days. I used to live on the base of Mount Fuji in a town called Fujinomiya. I remember, and that's only like, what, 10, 15 kilometers away from the summit. There were days where it was completely sunny in August. I couldn't even see it because the humidity was reflecting the blue sky. Mount Fuji was completely gone. So, all right, I'll take one more question here. It's always interesting. Are there still flower parks or flower gardens in September? Not really. They start closing them up or gearing up for winter, believe it or not. There might be until the middle of September, but I'd say this is when they start phasing it out, which makes it a transition season. By October, most of the trees have been bundled up for fall. They'll take like tatami and wrap it around the tree to keep it warm for winter. It's like a spirit. It's also a spiritual thing, I think. We love trees here, but yeah, you know, it's the gardens usually will be gone until March. The cherry blossoms open up the next year, depending on the variety. Hokkaido is, if you go, I went up to Asahikawa last year around this time. I wrote in here, what was it? How to pack for travel in Japan, I think is the name of the episode now. It was rental clothing episode. I was in Asahikawa in September. Was it late September for this? Beginning of October or late September. And it was like 7 degrees Celsius in Asahikawa. So it's chilly up there. You could probably, in October, you probably need a light down jacket in the evenings in October. Or definitely like a proper jacket. Not a winter like down, but a light down jacket or a fairly warm jacket and gloves at night in northern Hokkaido, for sure. For sure. What website do I need to look up the laws in Japan? As long as you, I don't think you really need to do that. As long as you have common sense, you're okay. The best thing to do is if you look around, observe the people around you, and you kind of know what not to do. And if you're not sure, you can ask. But common sense rules the day. I don't even think the Japanese know exactly all the laws. There's a societal norm, you kind of just know. Treat others like how you want to be treated. That is rule number 1. That's so right. That's so common sense. September is still good for the open roof buses here. They take off from over there. The Hato bus, the yellow buses, half of them don't have a top on it, which is not great for typhoon season, but you can see over here we have clouds coming in. There are some festivals that take place. I love this area, Marunouchi. They do have festivals that take place along the street going towards Hibiya Park. They close it down on the weekends, so you can get artisanal coffee and artisanal. I wish Japan would embrace cinnamon rolls more. I don't like. I want to like Cinnabon, but all that they don't use real sugar. It's all high fructose corn syrup. I use the real stuff, and I would pay an extra $1 for Cinnabon if they used real sugar instead of high fructose corn syrup. Just don't like it. I don't know. I can taste the difference. We all can in the Coca-Cola. Yeah, Joy writes in here, we have this switch on the side of it. Turn it on to manner mode or silent mode when you're on a train, on public transportation. If you're inside your room, turn it off. If you're out and about, most people put it on vibrate. it's just a polite thing in Japan. If you do that, I would say sound pollution and nose pollution. Don't leave your cologne at home. Leave your Axe sprays at home. Don't bring it to Japan. You want to upset locals? Spray yourself with cologne and perfume during the day, especially the summer. That's the worst. And walk around with it and trail your scent, which isn't even your scent, it's someone else's scent that they came up with it and marketed it to you so you could smell like all perfumey. Probably BO is better than having perfume and BO. Speaking of BO, someone ahead of me really... I found the culprit. I'm not going to show you him. So you definitely should leave your smelly perfumes at home. Deodorant is usually okay, but I use the non-scented stuff. If you smelly, I probably smell like human. I don't. The most inoffensive smells probably like yuzu, citrus smells, natural smells. But these perfumes, that's all of the Japanese friends that I talk to, that's one of the top 5 things. Leave your colognes and scents at home. It's too strong. Soap is a great smell. Yuzu, citrus. I don't know, incense smell. Other than that, or if you want, you need a scent, you can go and bathe at the yakitori restaurant in the smoke, or okonomiyaki restaurant. You'll come out smelling like that. That's a pretty pleasant smell. So that might be the way to go. But Hong Kong BO from reused during summertime. Wash your clothes. The one thing that I learned living here in Japan is that people wash their clothes. My wife washes towels after one use. It drives me crazy. But clothes don't smell here. What? No Old Spice? I used to use Old Spice. I don't use it anymore because you start to get health conscious because of the internet. Because the blue dye in it's supposed to be bad for you, and I don't know. And my wife said that the Old Spice, she doesn't like it, so I use the non-scented, like organic stuff. Seems to do the job. Here's the thing. This should be its own dedicated episode, but like when I used to go to the U.S. and I would come back to Japan, Kanai would told me that she could say that my body smelled different from the foods that I ate. And after about 10 days, the smell would go away. Because her sense of smell, and I think maybe this is a Japanese thing, the sense of smell in Japan is so much more acute than Westerners. I think also the palate, the tastes are more acute, which is why Japanese cuisine is so good, because people have very sensitive palates and sensitive noses. So that's why I think a lot of that might have rubbed off on me after being here for quite a long time. They said after 7 years, the whole body rebuilds itself, so I was rebuilt here in Tokyo. So I have the sensitivities of Japanese in that sense, for food and for smells. So leave your deodorants at home. Summer is bad for you. But again, like my BO, it doesn't smell that bad because I eat pretty good food now. All right? If you're eating tofu, vegetables, you're eating unprocessed meats. If you eat processed foods, you smell bad. If you eat unprocessed foods, typically the body doesn't smell as bad. So Japan doesn't smell wonderful, summer, but it doesn't smell bad like the Athens subway. And the subway, I went there when they opened it, but before the Olympics, it had like 3 stops last time I rode it, but did not smell good. And the buses in Athens smelled even worse. They smell pretty bad. There's no ventilation. Hotels have laundry, yeah. It's a good idea to pack light and do the laundry a couple times. Do those body mints work? People use the body sheets. I don't know if that's a good thing to do, but Biore, which is a company here, has these body sheets that you can wipe off the sweat. Their office workers use it, and it will make you feel fresh again because the summer's brutal. And I gotta be honest with you, the sprays, your cologne is not gonna mask anything. What it does is, you don't even know it because you don't smell yourself. Everybody, my 4-year-old son said after he takes a duty, he says it doesn't smell. And I said, yeah, it doesn't smell because you like your own smell. He says, you know your own smell. You're oblivious to your own smell. And he goes, oh, you stink, but I don't. And I said, no, you stink. So I said, you can't, everybody likes the scent of their own smell, okay? But you don't even notice it because your sweat and your stink mixes in with your perfume, and you have double, because then it smells like it just smells nasty. And so we in Japan, we're not confrontational. We don't say anything, but we are silently saying something to you. And that's all I'm saying. Like when you visit someone else's house, there's a different smell. Yeah! Sometimes it's pleasant, like potpourri, and sometimes it's not. And I will not name names. And I wonder what people think when they come to my house, pre and post marriage. Pre-marriage, it probably smelled like pizza. All right, it's raining right now, believe it or not. It's raining. That's crazy. I've got blue skies and it's raining. Over there. All right, I gotta cut this off. It's been 40 minutes. I think we've gone well beyond the fact that September is hard to prepare for, but it is. Can you see it? Can you see it? It's crazy, right? All right, that's all I got for you. I'm writing off. The postcards are on the way for Patreon supporters. If you'd like one, absolutely, I will send you one. Until then, see you in the next live stream. Mata ne.